Hey everyone, this is Jenny Garcia and this is a December daily process video for day 11 in my December daily 2021 album. This day we made some ornaments, which is one of my favorite traditions that we do every year, and hopefully it doesn't go away soon now that my girls are getting older. And I took a bunch of pictures of the ornaments, and then I use a die from Sizzix, from the nesting circle dies, to cut the papers at 2 inches, a 2 inches circle, sorry. And the photos are a little bit smaller. Here is the die. It's been used lots of times. The photos are 1 inch and 5/8, which are a little bit smaller, and then I'm gonna have that December circle just like that without putting anything on top. The 11, I'm gonna put it on the journaling card, and I'm using the extreme adhesive because it's really hard to glue on top of transparencies, and this adhesive is very strong. I don't want to come back and have to glue anything again, so this is the best adhesive to use for that, for difficult surfaces. So I'm trying to not be a perfectionist. I'm trying to eyeball it as best as I can, and I know that it's not perfect and it's kind of bothering me a little bit, but I'm trying to not let it bother me because it's not a big deal. I'm gonna glue the papers first, and then on top of the papers I'm going to add the photos. And with the photos I can just use the Mono Air adhesive. And so on the right picture, which is a collage, I have a lot of pink, so I wanted to use pink. That's why I used that doodlebug paper, but at the same time I didn't want to use too much pink. It wasn't gonna look good. And I looked through the papers that I have to a bunch of the scraps of papers that I could reuse, and I used some from In a Creative Bubble, some from Doodlebug, and that one that I have at the end, it's a vellum sheet from Pretty Little Studio. And then I'm going to try to match it to the circles behind, even if it's not perfect. It's just I don't want anything to look slightly bigger. That's why I didn't use my punch, because my punch was just slightly smaller. And on top of that I'm going to add the ornaments that my daughters made. I also made a few, and I like to leave that one that it's on the top right alone because it has a really cute pattern, and it has some elements that are very holiday-ish. And I wanted to add something to the circles so they wouldn't look as plain. There's already a lot going on. You have a transparency with gold stars, then you have pattern paper, and you have a photo that it's small and has a lot of detail because it's a close-up of the ornaments. But of course I had to come and add gold stars, and I'm going to use my quick pick tool to grab them. And I love using these little stars, and this is the perfect tool to grab them. And I'm using the Tombow Mono Aqua liquid glue in case a little glue comes out of batteries. It just dries clear and not tacky, so it's not gonna get stuck to the photo, which I'm still debating whether to take it out of the page protector just to remove a little bit of bulk, since the picture behind it is also pretty big, and then just use one of those strips that you can put on the side that it's clear from Just Twist kits. So I'm not sure. Either way, it's gonna be fine, and I can always like change my mind and fix it again. So, and to make these little stars, I use a lawn fawn die. And that little dish, the star, is from Target, and I got it on clearance last year or the year before, I believe, and it was really cheap. It was like 30 cents or something like that. But it was once the season was over, so. And I have a bunch of different sizes. And I don't mind mixing them up a little bit. And this is the photo, and I honestly loved using this collage, and that's something that I want to do. I haven't printed my 2022 pictures, but they are in a folder, and all I gotta do is print them. So I'm trying to look for items to put in the photo without like covering anything. And I got confused. I don't know why I reached for that 16, and I was convinced that that happened on the 16, and I'm gonna glue it down and then I'm gonna have to switch it, but it's not a big deal. Luckily it came out pretty easily. But I've been looking at the December Daily with Canva class from the Ali Edwards shop, and that has helped to maybe, even though I love this collage and I made quite a few in this album, I might want to like do something hybrid where I add either pattern paper or something different. I still haven't decided. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I used a bunch of die cuts from the Feed Your Craft holiday kits. And I've been using this washi tape a lot lately. It's just perfect for the holidays and every day, and I'm gonna be sad when I run out. And I have close-ups of the items that I use for making the ornaments. Charlotte left a craft bar, and it was honestly way too much. If you ever decide to do something like this, less is more. There was a holy mess when the day was over. Avoid the fake snow. It's a little bit too much, but it was really fun to do it. I also use these stickers from Feed Your Craft, and I am so obsessed with them. I'm so glad that I had a second sheet of the last one that I used, and the first time that I got it too. So I used the very first one that I got, I think it was 2020, and used the whole thing, and I still have a few of the second sheet that I got, and now this one is from, I believe, 2021. And these stars, I think I got them at Joann's, and they are just perfect. They have that little bit of pink that I needed. And I love that layout with the collage, because I didn't really need a giant photo of Charlotte with Peppermint the dog. And the sticker is perfect because it says "Make It Merry." And I'm going to use a little sticker from Pretty Little Studio that says "Let Us Know." And in that moment she was like pouring fake snow into an ornament. So a lot of close-ups of the hands and the items that I used. I like that perspective of taking pictures of their hands while they are doing something. And my little one took a piece of tinsel, and she made like a bracelet for the day because it was really annoying to her. And then I have a close-up of the items that I used on the left with the Mary die cut, which is from Figure Craft. And these stickers are also from Figure Craft, but they are not designed by In a Creative Bubble. So it's kind of a different style, but it all works really well. I love these scallop stickers. They are from Pretty Little Studio, and they've been adding them lately to the collections, and they have a bigger version of those in die cut form. And I had a big space where you can see my curtain, and it was a little too blue for the whole layout, and it was like popping a little too much, so the die cut was perfect to tone that blue down. And I'm going to use these numbers that Jen from Chappy Plans sent me, and I think they're from Michael's. I never seen them, but they're recollections. But I love that because they're gold and they have numbers, but I'm going to add them after I type my journaling. And that sticker that says decorate the tree is also from Pretty Little Studio. If you need either transparencies or vellum and little phrase stickers, that Pretty Little Studio is a perfect shop for that. And I'm going to use this pink lemonade color to stamp the date, because the 11 is not gonna pop as much as I want it to, but I don't mind because I can still see it. I think that it's some photos that you can't see it that well. And it says location, but I was trying to look for a sticker that said home or something like that, and then I like how that Happy Holidays looked in there. The border matched the border of the card, so it was perfect for it. I don't like to leave these spaces of journaling plain. It's not a big deal. It's not important, but in my brain, it's like it's a space. It must be covered with washi tape and stickers and other stuff. So I'm going to go to my trusty favorite washi tape, and I'm going to add one of the puffy phrases. Of course, I wanted to add something else. But I left it like that, and I'm really happy with how it looks. Now I'm going to put it in my album, and here is a little close-up. I have a whole playlist of, I have one for December Daily, and then I have one for December Daily 2021. So if there is anything that you want to see from this year so far, you can find it there. I hope you enjoyed this video. I love how this came out. Not exactly how I wanted to, but still really cute in my opinion. Again, I keep trying to talk myself into doing simpler stuff, but the message is not reaching my brain. So hopefully the next one is easier. We'll see. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're having an awesome day. Bye.